Hi, it's Tim finally back. It's been a long winter. Today is the first day I've had kind of off of fishing since season opened Saturday a couple days ago here. So I finally got some time to get some filming in. It's raining outside. I don't know if you can hear that on the garage, but yeah, it's an obnoxious rain. I'm just going to go do a simple walkthrough on the kayak again. I'm going to touch on the trolling motor, how I have that wired, the ProNav GPS system that I have rigged to it, a new rod holder system, the Team Gatling Fishing rod holder that I have been trying out. A few different options I'm going to try out with that. But I'm going to touch on all those and wiring and everything like that. And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment back, and I'd love to hear. Thanks. So here's my new view. It's been a pretty fun view so far. The LiveScope is great. The trolling motor is great. ProNav. Alright, this is the simplest thing ever. Connect to the device. As soon as you're connected, you're ready to go. Alright, then you'd want to go in. Normally, I'm in the garage, so it isn't going to work. But you'd want to go in and just hit calibrate, and it'll walk you through the steps. It takes about 15 seconds each time. It's pretty simple. But I mean, it's as simple as that. And then also, as you can see here, you can set vector and just go any angle you want to go. Point the head where you want it to go, and it'll take you along that shoreline. You can work an entire shoreline at whatever speed you want to work it at, as slow as you want or as fast as you want, which is pretty key in a kayak. You don't get blown around nearly, at all. It's great. And then in map view, you can do navionics maps, or I find it to be more accurate just to use Google Maps on here. And you can go in and manage routes. And I can just put a marker. I can put a marker anywhere. Say I'm starting out at the dock here. I can put a marker anywhere and then hit go, and my kayak will automatically take off and go to wherever I put the marks, as close to shore or as far out as I want. It's really cool. It's really nice, and the best feature so far that I've found is once you get to your spot, there's this little button right here, the anchor button. And that thing saves you so much in a kayak. Point the bow into the wind, and then comes into the next thing, and the reason why I'm using the Team Gatling fishing rod holder as well. Get into that one next. Well, it's a little dark in the garage, but normally when I'm reaching for my rods, I stand up a lot and fish. So I mean, I'm in a Bonafide, so I can stand up real easy and real fast, and I don't have to worry about that at all. I mean, it's as stable as can be. I run around on this thing like crazy. But then when I'm able to turn and fish like this, most of the time your rods are right behind you, and it's absolutely obnoxious because you can't fish directly behind you. And with the spot lock on the front, I point into the wind, spot lock it, and then I can fish off the rear or this side and not have rods in my way on the dead center here. So this is where this comes into play. This is the Team Gatling Fishing flat rod holder. I know it's kind of dark in here, I apologize for that, but it seems to be pretty well built. It comes off super easy. There's a pin here, and then just a thumb screw down here. I don't know if you can even see it, but a thumb screw down there. I'll get a better video with some lighting, or pictures with some better lighting so you can actually see it, but I'll show you in action sitting in the kayak. Alright, so you say you're turning around, just grab a hold of the rod, swing it out next to you. The rods are right here. And literally, you just flip these open, whichever rod you want. Grab your rod, and you're good to go. And they go back in just as quick, just as easy. It's really nice on your rods. There's rubber grommets in here for your rods. They seem to be well built. They're not a super high-end thing, but they're meant to be light, and they're meant to be, for what they're used for, they're absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, it pulls off in 2 pins, and then I just throw this in my car, back of my car, and I'm good to go. And then it, as you can see, just swings back out of the way, knocks that rod over there, and then you can set it there, or even farther over a little bit sometimes if you want to. But it seems to be working out great so far. Now onto the trolling motor, and it's just a really simplistic setup. It's so simple to do. The ProNav angler goes on just below the head. They show you how to do all that. Simple little connection in here, so you can disconnect it from the battery and take it off for a quick disconnect. I just have it rigged to a quick disconnect here. So to take this off, which I never take it off, I actually leave it on while I'm trailering it and everything. I'll show you what holds it on. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that's exactly what works for me. At 65, 70 miles an hour down the highway, no problem whatsoever, and it stays on just fine. Alright, all 3 are disconnected now. There's just this cable for the ProNav. Now, you can open up the hatch on a Bonafide. Just shove everything inside. Got some lightning going on now. Alright, we're in the correct position now. I should have had the hatch down, but it'll be fine. All you gotta do is slide, and it slides right out. I mean, it slides out super easy, super fast, and then pops back into place, and it's ready to go. Put your pin back in, hook these couple of wires back up again. You're good to go. You're done. I closed the hatch, so now took the trolling motor completely off. Right now it's just a cord that I have that goes to my anchor wizard right here by my seat. That cord goes up, and that's how I raise and lower the trolling motor when I'm coming in. To beach it, I can actually just come up normally, and the trolling motor will sit right here when it comes up. It's perfect. It sits right in there perfectly. The bracket, literally you drill 4 holes, and I have put washers on the inside and kind of contoured them. If we can see up into here. Not really. These washers, like I said, I use it. I trailer it on the highway. No issues whatsoever. So I really think Bonafide's built a great bow for this. It's sturdy, it's solid, it's rock solid, it doesn't move at all. You can hit stumps and it hasn't affected it. I've abused it. I've tried to beat it, and it hasn't quit. And this is the power station, big Optima Blue Top Group 31 battery. I really like the battery. It is definitely overkill. I didn't expect it to be quite as good as what it is. I had 2 full days. I mean, daylight to dark full days, using the trolling motor almost constantly, with either being anchored or, you know, cruising around at full speed from spot to spot. I use the battery a lot. I also have my black box, my Panoptix LiveScope black box. That's hooked up to this battery as well. It uses quite a bit of juice as well, not anything like a trolling motor, obviously. But it's been great. I have onboard charger on there. Just pull back in, and you know, like a bass boat, just plug it in. Just kind of what I've always been used to. So I like to keep it simple in the way I'm used to doing it. So I know how to keep everything charged up all the time. All right, and here's the Panoptix LiveScope transducer. on the 360 swivel. I'll get up in the kayak, and I can spin this 360 degrees with no problem. The whole thing's not spinning, it's just internal. There's another tube inside of this tube. I'll put a handle on it so I can have a direction, but currently this is what I have and it works absolutely fine the way it is, but I just have to look down at my transducer currently. So in muddy water it's not that much fun. Another thing I just kind of I like and I think is a great spot for everybody who uses a catch board anyways. I don't know if it works quite as good with the hog trough. I do have one over there, but I really don't even like picking it up honestly after I got the catch board. But I just put a bungee across here. Right now it's just taped on. And it pulls out. You can lay your board across here. And it holds the fish at an angle, downward angle like that. So then when you're holding onto your fish like this, you can see everything good in the picture without getting the phone, unreasonably high. And it's also angled down so the bass's nose naturally slides down into it, which seems to be really helpful as well for people that are having problems flopping fish off and stuff like that.